Holly joins me now in 2 years on. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, Lorraine.
You
really
okay?
good. Yeah, it's weird looking back on those videos and seeing that because it feels like 100 years ago and 2 seconds ago. It's so, I mean, it's just so strange.
And how about the girls? How are they doing?
They're doing really well. I mean, they're sassy as anything, as you can imagine, but they're doing good. You know, we talk about Ross. We've kept everything open from the very beginning, and I think that's all you can do. Everything's new. It's not we're in the same house and pretending that Ross is still here and everything's the same. New house, new car, new school. It wasn't really intentional as such, but I think it helped. Personally, I think it helped.
And I like the idea that you were saying to them that they can talk to you about anything, they can ask any questions about their dad and how they're feeling, and you sort of encourage them to vent if they need to, if they want to.
I do. So it's not the parent I thought I would be, but this is the reality of stuff. And so when they're feeling, because obviously anger comes up when you're grieving and they have all these emotions, they're little people. And so in their bedroom at night, if they need to, I say, right, this is your room. You can swear, you can stomp, you can scream. See, I mean, the first time I said they could swear, they were like, Mom, no, I'm not doing it. Go out the room. Can't do it. I'm like, come on, you can do better than that. And I get them to do it because it helps them. They can jump on the bed, they can jump on, they've got a little trampette, they get it out. It doesn't need to be sat inside. So I just encourage them to get it all out.
And it's that thing, and that helps, of course it helps.
Yeah.
There's that thing about the milestones of life, you know, the Christmases and birthdays, Father's Day, for goodness sake. I mean, that's because they're getting it everywhere, aren't they?
Everywhere. And we kind of get on top of it. So we always, you know, Father's Day is coming up. I prep them. I was like, look, it's going to be Father's Day card. It's going to make you feel a bit sad, probably. It might not, might. You know, when we watch Disney films, nearly every Disney film's got a dead parent. And we make a joke. We're ahead of the game. We're like, what do you reckon? Both parents dead or just one? And we make a joke of it because that's their reality. And we can't pretend it's not happening. We can't make the world behave. So we've just got to get on top of our own minds before, you know, and our own reactions.
No, you're right about the Disney film. I mean, we're just going to talk about The Lion King, for goodness sake, and you sob. If you don't cry at that...
Well, there's something wrong.
There's something wrong with you. There absolutely is. Now, the last time you were on the show, an unbelievable response you got. I mean, it was remarkable. We really haven't had anything quite like it. And it's kind of encouraged you to use your experience and use everything that you've gone through to help other people.
Yeah, so the last time I came on the show, it was just such an amazing, such a great platform. And I think people watched me and they went, how is she dealing with it as she is? And I want to understand how. And not just people who are grieving, but, you know, men and women who just can't deal with the fact the ironing's up the wall. And they're watching and going, I need some, you know, guidance. And so, you know, I don't profess to be the oracle of anything, but I decided to set up some workshops, which I've been touring around the UK, and it's all on positive mindset. The Happy Me Project workshops.
Happy Me Project. I love this idea.
Yeah. Well, I just thought, you know, it's about getting people to work on themselves, and I want to just give them some tools and go, look, these are some ideas. Yeah. This works for me. This might work. You know, have a bag of tools that you can go away, and then you can try this when things get a bit tough. Sure. When you're not feeling great. And it's not about pretending that it's going to be amazing all the time. You know, you're not going to be happy all the time. No. But what can I do when it gets tough? Yeah,
and to make things, I mean, contentment is very much underrated.
Yeah.
It's that sort
Find
of feeling...
beauty in the mundane.
Yeah, exactly. And just feeling contented and feeling OK. But equally, it's all right not to feel like that. Exactly. What I love about what you're doing, though, is it's not hippy-dippy nonsense. No. It's very, you know, you're a northern girl. It's very down-to-earth, proper advice that will see you through times of trouble.
Exactly. I'm not asking you to sage the room.
No,
and like
none of that.
I'm not. I'm going, look, try this and try that. I want it to be accessible to your bricklayer. Yes. I don't want it... It's easy to... you know, I can play to those that love to do crystals and all that, and it's all good fun. I enjoy it. That's fun. But
do you know what, love? If it helps,
it helps. But equally, there's a lot of people that are scared of self-development and mindset stuff because they think it's some other thing. And I'm like, no, it doesn't need to be that. You can meditate on the bus. You can, you know, I meditated in my daughter's evening of music. I listened to a lot of clarinets. And I took it as a little test to just practice my mindset with patience.
And it worked.
And it worked. So if I can do that through an evening of music,
you
then
bet.
Anybody can. But that's what I want it to be accessible to people. I want it to be, it's men and women. It's not just women. I'm encouraging men to come along because they talk less about their mindset.
It's true.
But I want it to be for people who've never even considered it, but they're not feeling great. Come along and then they can, you know, get some ideas on how to feel better.
It's a fantastic idea, Holly. I think it's really good. And I think he'd be really proud of you. I know you must miss him every single day.
Yeah.
But he's there in your kids. And he's there around you.
Well, his sass is in there, I'm telling you. But I think, yeah, he would. You know, Ross was one of my biggest supporters, and he'd absolutely love all of this stuff.
Excellent. Holly, thank you. It's great to see you, and continue what you're doing. I think it's an amazing, just helping people, you know, even if it's just one person at a time, as a ripple effect.
Exactly.
And it really will help.
And thank you for having me on and allowing me to show people that.